Today, on this episode of Reality Gays,
Birkan pulls a romance novel trick on Laura, and it works.
Rick gets more terrible with every episode.
And Forrest discovers Sheena might be keeping a few things from him.
Did you see the pool? Oh my God!
I did not expect this.
Roll it, Christina.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiance. Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown. 90-day Fiance. Marrying someone you only met on your phone. Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love. It's reality gays. Let's love.
This is the beauty of the 90-day Matt Sharp world. Is something I did not know that I needed to see, but to see Peter Griffin just smushed in that little rickshaw trolley thing trying to drive
A trike, yes.
a trike.
It was like...
It was actually cartoonish.
It was like Tweedledee and Tweedledum stuffed into a little pod.
Yes.
Shooting down the street.
Oh, and he's just sitting there. I howled. It made me laugh so much.
It had to be uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not, and it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Are these things safe?
No. No.
I think I'd prefer to ride the jitney.
I don't think they care if they're safe or not. I don't think they do. Do they?
It looks cheap. Looks
Well,
cheaper than driving in the jitney
You
or
would
the
take
bus.
it probably because it would be cheaper, and then you would
Yeah,
die.
I would. If you provided me a cheaper form of travel, I will take it.
He will.
I investigated riding. I asked one of my tour guides. I said, "Hey, I hear that you can take the local buses." He's like,
And this is in Belize.
"Yeah." He went, "You're not going to do that." And I said, "He's like, you know, where he's like, sometimes they'd be holding a chicken." He went, "No, you're not going to do that." It's like, no. It's like sometimes they don't show up or they don't stop at places. And he's like, you'll get dropped off in a village and you'll have to call me.
Okay. Well, you know what? You can do that when you go to Japan.
And then I went, but it is cheaper, right? He's like, yeah.
Boy. Y'all, this is Reality Gays. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Poodle, and we are two ridiculous homosexuals who love nothing more than tearing reality television a new one.
We do. And we're talking about this wonderful season of 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Day. This is season 8, episode 7, our part 2. Brace
for impact.
Yeah. Don't bring up the sad stuff again.
Anyway, a couple of announcements. One, we mostly talked about these last time, but I just want to, we didn't mention our new show we're covering, Suddenly Amish, on TLC.
This is required, y'all. It's required.
I really like it. Some people aren't sold on it, but they're like, well, nothing. These people aren't. This is going to help these people. You think Hunt for Love helps these people?
Yeah.
You think Single Life helps these people?
When have we ever
Last
started?
Resort?
Well, actually, that helped people. Joe, Yara still swears on the counseling at last resort.
Well, how much can it get done in 3 weeks is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
You have to continue with counseling.
Not much. I'm going to...
Suddenly Amish on TLC, that airs on Tuesday. It's going to be at the... We already put out one free episode.
Yes.
But if you want to watch the rest, you have to be on the cringe tier at the $8 level, or that's where you also get love after lockup.
Exactly. I'm trying to see. There was a comment that I really enjoyed that I thought really summed up my experience of. This is from Sissy Jordan in our Patreon comments, who said, "Remember that internal sadness Poodle always talks about? I felt that the entire time watching this train wreck. Give me 10 more seasons."
Yo, we got to embrace the dark to get to the light.
It's great.
Yeah, that existential sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I live for it. I live there.
Yeah. So Suddenly Amish, also, y'all, we talked about it last episode, but The Single Life is returning February 9th, I believe. February 9th. So then that means this week is, next week's the last episode of Toe. So that means we're only getting a
2 weeks.
No, I mean
2 episodes.
But I mean, we're going to get the final episode and then 2 tell-alls.
So there'll be 2 tell-alls, yes.
Okay.
I think they can do it. What's Greta going to say?
Nothing.
Yeah, he wasn't my Mr. Darcy. On to the next.
She'll be there with her therapy cat, because probably the cat's going to need to be with her now all the time.
Oh, Hazel.
Mm-hmm.
I hope she rehomed Hazel all for nothing. That's the thing that I can't get over.
That actually, to me, is the worst part.
So you had to rehome your beloved cat. So that's the thing. That's the thing I don't really agree with, that she thought it was over. If she thought it was over before she went, why would she rehome her cat?
That's what I said.
Yeah. Are you yawning halfway through trying to say something?
No, I just would say, yeah, I was listening to you. Which I'm not tired, but I woke up last night because my neighbors were fucking. So
Is it loud?
Which I never usually hear them, but they were getting at it last night. It was like 1 a.m. I'm hearing
a male and female underneath you.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? Late?
It was probably like 1 a.m.
Oh my!
Yeah. I mean,
Are they a married couple?
They're married or been together for a while.
Right,
yeah.
but I'm saying, like, I feel like if you've been together a while, you're not fucking at 1 a.m.
Oh, they are. They've been together you know what? I never get mad about neighbors fucking and hearing them. I'm like, good for you.
I wouldn't.
It's part of it.
I wear earplugs, so nothing wakes me up.
Well, I live on that, but Rachel's, Spencer's mom. Yeah. Well, now Gino's mom, because she got a cat named Gino. It's on the other side of the building. You'll just hear, at one point I was at Rachel's and I went, is that a cat like screaming, a cat in heat? And she's like, no, that's the neighbor across in the different building who gets dicked down by her boyfriend and fucking yells her head off. And it happens like 3 times a week. And I said, wow. She's like, yeah, I'm not mad at it. These are girls. She's like,
wow.
Windows open.
What do people in the building think?
I don't know. Maybe they still think it's the opera singer that lived there before, but because there was a girl who was an opera singer.
I feel like I don't hear people in my building fucking. I think they probably hear me.
Of course they do. You're the one they talk about, you dumb bitch. You didn't know that?
I think
they know everything about you from hearing.
The one who used to live upstairs for me had to text me one time because it was too loud.
She's like, I could hear you getting banged.
And no, she even says, she's like, this is such a weird text to write. I'm so sorry, but I could hear you last night. And I think it was kind of late. So I now try to keep it reasonable hours.
Well, or you could just have sex with someone and not act like you're in a
not familiar
Christopher Nolan movie.
I need a full performance. I go full out, and I will not hide my light under a bushel. Nope. I commit every time.
Wow.
Would you tell Claude Monet to paint with fewer colors?
Boy.
Would you? Would you tell Florence Griffith Joyner, hey, don't run so fast?
Yeah. No. Slow down.
What's the hurry?
By the way, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of messages. Y'all, we know about Ariana Grande and Sexy Spexies in London and Sunday.
Jonathan
in the Park
Bailey,
with George.
yeah.
Because people are going to send
Doing
it to
Sunday
you.
in the Park with George.
Mm-hmm.
I am aware and I'm excited. I hope they come and do it here.
I don't know if they will.
First of all, it's not going to be a long run. They're going to pay them so much money.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. They're really too. He was the biggest star in the box office last year, mostly because Jurassic Park, but like and Wicked, obviously. But it's like it costs a lot of money to pay those two people.
Yeah.
You know, I maybe what'll they do it like for 3 months? Oh, that's gonna be a lot of money. Tickets
Gone are the days where you can
expensive.
Gone are the days where you can get discovered in the theater.
Celebrities taking all our spots.
Truly.
Mm-hmm. Maybe someone can be Lewis and get discovered. Not a lot of singing in that role.
Talk to us about the bi-curious options, Poodle. real quickly.
Okay. Your bi-curious options for January, which I've just rolled over and just say I'm going to talk about the ones that are this month. Now, it hamstrings me, but oh well.
It makes sense to everyone else, but sure.
I also just didn't really love the ones from December.
Oh,
that's
there
one of the
we
reasons,
are.
It's one of the reasons I made the shows. I'm like, and I don't want to talk about that Palm Beach show. I just don't want to. I don't want to watch it. I watched 2 episodes of it, and I do not want to talk about it. That's all I will say. It's fucking crazy, but for a lot of reasons that I'm sure you can assume, I don't want to fucking talk about that show. I don't want to give that show oxygen.
Oh, yeah.
That's all
that.
I'll have to say.
I'm not going to watch it.
Especially what's going on right now. But your choices for January are The Traitors, a little show you might have heard of on Peacock, maybe. We are watching it, so we'll cover whatever. Probably we're going to record it next week, so we'll cover whatever.
Alan Cummings' costumes are great. They've stepped it up this year.
I like it. You're just calling them costumes instead of his
costumes.
wardrobe.
They're costumes.
I think they're supposed to be his wardrobe.
Well, no, he's playing a character of this guy.
No, he's
host.
not. No, he's not.
But
That's
he's
him.
a heightened version of. It's a host.
But I would not call them costumes. I would call like last season normally he wears like kilts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It is a little more elevated this season.
Yeah, it's elevated.
I would still call it wardrobe though. You insult the wardrobe person by calling it a costume.
No, I think I don't think costume's a demeaning term.
Well, when they on Drag Race, that say it looks costumey. So yeah, I think costumes are for the stage.
Okay.
And movies. So anyway, so The Traitors, and then I'm also doing My Strange Addiction, which is back after a hiatus of about 4 or 5 years, I think. A good time, I think. And
It's been a long time. I'm gonna look at it.
And then also the Japanese reality show, The Boyfriend, where this is season 2 of The Boyfriend, and where they all live in a house and decide if they love one another. It's I watched a little bit of the last season. It's quite chaste.
I know you need something a little more.
I need some more sex in it. I need some more.
This
bacon
show,
out.
My Strange Addiction, ended in January of 2015.
So we're talking a 10-year hiatus.
Yeah, technically 11 because it was January of 2015.
Yeah,
so it's
wow.
11 years.
Wow.
So I'm excited.
It's back.
Not that I have a preference of what y'all do.
I want you to go on it for chickens. But you're not addicted to anything.
I'm not.
Hmm.
No, I'm not. Where you could
That
go
plastic
onto
surgery.
it, you could go onto it for many different addictions. Not getting your technology fixed.
That's
Letting
an
things
addiction.
just fall. Yes, it is. It's an you are addicted to the thing that you bought to squeeze everything you can out of it.
I see. I'm addicted to using my electronics for too long.
Addictions, something becomes an addiction. Well, there's many definitions and for different, but
I'm addicted to dick, but I don't want to fix that.
Interferes with life. And sometimes you're technology that's taped together by gaffer's tape does interfere with my life even.
I'm not changing. So those are your three choices.
Yep.
The Traitors, My Strange Addiction, or The Boyfriend.
Speaking of traitors, check out our interview with Carlos King. Really
Of the podcast, Reality with the King, and he has his own
Yeah.
YouTube channel as well.
It's
We had a great time.
We had a wonderful time. We talk about traitors, but we also talk. He's worked with Oprah. He's friends with so many of the house. He was one of the associate producers of the first season of Real Housewives.
First season of Atlanta. First season of
He was
New Jersey and Potomac.
Yeah. So he's in with all of them, and he gets great interviews. And so anyway, it was a long time in the making.
Talks about his favorite housewife right now and some of those kinds of things.
We had a great time. So
fun interview.
All right.
I think we can move on. We talked about Suddenly Amish. We talked about Single Life.
Okay.
I think we're ready.
You know, it's a shame that Forrest has such a shitty social media personality because you would feel sorry for the guy if you didn't know that he was just, like
it's awful.
Has
that special combination of kind of like half incel, and there's the misogyny, and then we can throw a little spicy combination of racism in there too. It's all perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't feel sorry for this guy that he's getting. I don't even know if he's getting hosed. But let's get into it.
I'm not sure. I honestly don't know.
It feels like the problem is Sheena.
I think she is misrepresenting what's going on.
Yes, to everyone.
Here's my theory. I think, first of all, I expected to meet two goblins who met them instead of the parents. I'm like, where are these horrible demons?
Well, the
father
mother
was like,
the mother's sick. Steve. He was like, hello.
And the sister kind of was needling a little more, but I'm like, who are these? Where are the horrible parents I was promised?
Yeah.
I think part of this is Sheena has, number one, there is this kind of expectation for when things go wrong, Sheena has to give the parents money because that's kind of the kind of cultural thing you do for your parents if you're working, and the children are expected to do. I think probably the parents do lay that hard on her. Maybe her mother harder than her father, but the dad said, she's working, so sometimes we need stuff for the B&B. Sometimes the pool needs to be cleaned.
Sometimes the pool boy ups his rate.
Olympic-sized pool. Not Olympic-sized, but I could have a lot of fun in there.
It was gorgeous.
And obviously we need some more room for our guests at this lovely pension.
Even the way they filmed it, the way the camera people filmed it, they filmed the yard like it was an HGTV show.
Champagne wishes and caviar dreams.
Yes, they really made it look. They shot it like the way real estate. They made it look so beautiful.
No, they're dunking on Forrest bad. And the other thing about it, I feel like, and I think probably Sheena resents it, and I think she does want to get out from underneath her parents' thumb and get away. But I think it's much easier to blame her parents instead of saying what she wants.
I agree. Yeah. Because she really is so they go and meet these people, and as Forrest says, they're these ominous figures that all I know is they exploit her financially.
Steve, the father, and Katrina, the sister, who I don't see any horns. So I was confused.
Yeah. And they're happy, nice to meet you. And then they go and we see the gardens. And then Forrest, because you see Forrest's face and he's like,
uh-oh.
Whoa.
As he says,
this is fancy.
I thought her family was, I'm using his words here, desolate.
He did say desolate.
Desolate instead of destitute, I believe he was trying to say.
But you know what? Desolute's not a bad combination. It kind of works. What would desolate mean?
Like I'm resolute, I'm desolate.
I'm desolate.
It's kind of like I think he's saying desolate
Desolate.
and destitute.
Destitute. So
This place is looking desolate.
So if you're desolate, you're alone and broke?
Yes. All of it.
Out in the country.
He's like, and I felt like they were going to starve without her. It doesn't really add up. So I think now we do need to think, how reliable of a narrator and storyteller is Sheena? And would she be using his ignorance of her life and the culture to maybe not share what money she has with him?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I would do it, but this guy isn't making tons of money.
No.
He's basically, this is a guy who's been on disability for the last 5-7 years. And it's not, and I know plenty of people, and I know where he is, maybe not so much. I know plenty of people with autism who work full time. And he says basically, it's the people, it's working with other people. There is nothing keeping you from getting a job where you work on the computer.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. I'm the last. Why don't you get a job person? That's not me, because I understand but the fact he's not in, if your autism is preventing you from working, are you in occupational therapy? Are you trying to work through some of these issues? I have a feeling that mother of his says, you just need to be on disability, Forrest. I think it's better if you just.
I think she does, yeah.
So again, we're not meeting these awful monsters.
No.
They have this really nice room. He's very confused. And the producer's like, hey, Forrest, were you expecting something different? Yeah. And Sheena goes, yeah, this is probably my fault. This is probably my bad. There's things that I haven't been honest with, and I'm worried about what's going to be said, what Forrest is going to say. So this is an issue. Not everyone has the same story, and it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Later on, we're having this lovely dinner of
beautiful
multiple meats, trays and trays of meat.
Did you watch this when you were hungry?
Squid, a little.
You're very
pork,
excited.
and there's our tropical fruits from our garden.
It looked beautiful. Again, because they have beautiful, luscious fruit trees in their garden.
There. Yeah.
Right there.
And the dad's like, Forrest, since you're the biggest, you can go first. It's the second fat joke.
He's like, we do the oldest. He's like, you're the biggest.
Oh.
So, and again, mom's still not there. So there's an initial
question for you. When you do family dinners, do they make the oldest go first? I've never heard that. Usually the kids are the front line.
We're not like that. My brother's ex-girlfriend from high school that he dated for...
That's oddly specific.
That he dated for like 3 years in high school. He would talk about when they had family dinners, like Thanksgiving or whatever, the women cooked the meal and all the men would serve themselves first and sit down and eat. And then the women would go second.
Stop.
And he felt so, because we were not raised, and my mother did not raise us to be that way. And they, like, his girlfriend made him like, you've got to go sit with the men and eat first.
That is so weird.
And this was like in the 90s.
That is, so he had to go, did the women sit not with the men?
That I'm not sure. I feel like they didn't sometimes.
In other words, but he needed to go first. And
like he needed to go and sit with the men first, but I think the women sometimes didn't. We never grew up. Not my mom, if a man tried to, I would love to see Aunt Peggy cook a meal and then a man try to sit there. And tell her that she would divorce him. She'd divorce him quicker than the third husband who asked her for tires that she divorced in a week. That guy's ass would be out on the lawn.
A lot of times in my family, it's the kids go first. Like they do that.
Yeah, usually. Always.
And I've
always
hated this. I've always hated this idea. I'm fine with the kids going first. But even as a child, the kids would be like playing around. I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm going to be the first person up there. And everyone started making a joke out of it. Like, oh, Jake's going to be always the first in line.
Oh, that's why you're sensitive about this now. When we say it, now it all comes together because it's traumatizing.
And you know what?
For you.
Now I just do it. If there's a line and everyone's like, oh, all right, everybody. And everyone is acting like no one wants to go first. Everyone's acting like they're just there. They're not there to eat. You are there to fucking eat. So get in the buffet line.
You did one time. I saw you reach and grab a piece of cake quicker before the person whose actual birthday.
I don't care. They should have been on it quicker. Here's the thing. This whole idea of being nonchalant about we're there for one purpose.
You know, that is not an adjective that has ever been used to describe you.
No. We're there for one purpose, and that is to eat. And you're going to act
about
like
fellowship and talking and get to know.
we've already done that for 15 minutes. We've all vamped for 15 minutes just to eat. And then we act like when they're like, okay, here's all the food on the table. Then we act like that it's going to be there for 3 years. I can eat whenever I want to. Or they act like they're not even hungry.
Y'all, be a bitch, I guess, who gets to the buffet.
I am triggered by this shit.
Yeah, really? I didn't.
Anyway. Be a bitch and get in the line first. That's what I'm saying. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Get in that buffet line. My brother used to piss me off too. My brother would just like be like talking to people. My brother would like eat last. I think it was just to get at me.
I usually eat last.
Of course you do.
I ate last just this Christmas at Aunt Peggy's. Well, I was holding a baby. Holding one of my cousin's kids.
Oh, aren't you a martyr? Good for you. You think you're going to get another reward in heaven or something? Because you ate last?
No, because I don't think there's a heaven.
Whoa.
We need to move on.
You should just be like, eat it all now then. You only get one go round.
Yeah, well, I don't think that, but yeah, anyway. I digress. Let's get back to Forrest.
I'm sorry. That was a really long diatribe, but I needed to say that because y'all know those people at that family.
Oh, Caitlin's going to put that on TikTok.
At the family.
He'll probably do well. And then you'll be fired up.
At the family potluck. And they're acting like, oh, there's food here? I guess we should eat now. That's the whole reason people came.
Okay, we got it.
Sorry. Okay.
You know,
I'm done.
Ran over.
Where was I? As long as I drove that into the ground.
Yeah, we got it.
So
they start there asking. Sister Katrina's asking about trap. I think, right, Katrina? Whatever.
Yeah.
She's going to be here for one episode. And so they sit and they're asking, the trip, how was it? They're great. And Forrest even says, they are not the evil dragons I was expecting. And I need to get their blessing.
Yeah.
And this whole thing was
like
weird.
Dave's sister. We never met her, but she looked normal.
She looked normal. And, he's like, oh, it took a long time to get here, blah, blah, blah. Sheena already looks like.
She looks like she's having dyspepsia. She's already looking like she's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, the sister before said, how do you feel about me being here? And the sister's kind of like, because they've never stopped to think of their perspective. They're like,
absolutely not.
Are you real too? Because you've been in a relationship for 7 fucking years, and we thought this was some type of bullshit.
And the sister's like, finally, I'm just so happy to meet you for this long length of time. And Forrest says, a lot of it had to do with finances because I don't make that much money. The father kind of is eating something and he just kind of stops in mid-bite.
Yeah, he's like, and he's like, Steve kind of looks at him like, huh?
And then Sheena tries to kind of keep things. She's like, babe, just eat and just enjoy your meal. But sister's like,
the thing is he can't. Forrest can't. He cannot not talk about what's on his mind. It's really hard for him not to express
that. It's an autism thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the sister's like, so what is your job? He's like, well, right now I'm unemployed and on disability. and because of my autism. And at this point, Sheena is literally leaking through her chair.
Yeah, she's just like,
And so he's like, I know I'm not making enough to support a family, but I want to get a full-time job soon, and I was hoping to have your blessing to marry your daughter.
So I'm just going to give you all some advice. If you are asking for a family's blessing, 2 things you don't combine in a one sentence is, I'm on disability. Can I have your daughter's blessing?
Don't forget the autism part, which they probably already knew.
Yeah.
You're right. It's a really full rucksack.
No, because you know,
And he says, I have the energy. I will get a job. And the dad's like, well, it is important you have funds. You know, how are you going to survive? And you probably do need to get a job. And he's like, I would prefer that Sheena has a boyfriend that's capable, and it is the man's obligation to support the wife. But the dad says, you know what? You got my blessing, but you're going to help her, right? You're gonna help her. And dad says, you know, sometimes when we lack funds, she helps us, because that's what family does. And I'm really looking forward to meeting your parents tomorrow. Boy, that motherfucker's going to eat his words when that mom gets there with throwing around her American privilege. It's going to be rough.
It's going to be rough.
Maybe she'll charm Molly. Maybe he'll charm Molly.
Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe.
When she sees that the palatial estate they've got there.
Oh, she's going to shit a goddamn brick.
She's expecting a grass hut. That is really what she's expecting.
Well, I'll be honest. I thought it was going to be like when we saw Rose's family, a very modest.
Oh yeah, up in the provinces.
And this was shocking to me as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. I was like, oh my, someone's got money.
Yeah,
and so he says, I don't think Sheena's been honest with me, and the stories aren't adding up. And he's really worried that the mom is going to flip out and blow up everything. And I don't blame him.
Honestly, again,
she's awful.
She's awful. But also, I mean, they're all kind of awful when you think about it, because Sheena's being pretty awful. She acts like she's all sweet, but it sounds like
she's misrepresented what's going on.
She's manipulating a lot here.
Yep, I agree. I wonder if the show is going to give us enough nuance. It really never does.
Unless we meet the mother who is sick and we find out the mother is the monster.
An absolute monster.
Just like, I want my money.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what I expected.
What a great villain.
A Swaylu's mother.
Kalani, I don't care about the kids. Just give me my money.
It's what I want.
It's what I want.
Boy.
That's what I want.
Kalani. All right, let's talk about Laura and Birkan. Laura, can you help me sometime? All right, 47 years old.
What song is that?
What is that?
Oh, Sister Sisters.
Sisters, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You didn't sing it the right key. That's why.
Laura. You're right. That's in the key of fuck off.
Bitch. It's the key of go fuck yourself.
The key of cunt. I like that key, actually. Laura, 47, Birkan, 26. Okay. Woo! Wow. We talked about this on the first episode, but
I gotta say, this guy is sticking to that con, and he knows. I gotta say,
this guy. We said it before.
He's a good con. He can read her, and that's dangerous.
He's bad news.
Mm-hmm. Like, this fucking creeps.
This guy, I think, would ruin her fucking life.
Totally. He'd get over there, and it'd be like one of those people, like the worst roommate ever, who you get them over there, and he wouldn't leave.
Yes.
And it'd be one of those people who like the people who just like you can't evict them, and they just like stay there. He gives me that energy.
Yeah. It's not.
And it's weird because she doesn't seem like someone, and maybe I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that she still doesn't believe that she's beautiful because she lost so much weight, and this is a low self-esteem issue. But it seems like she has more of a BS meter not to fall for that. But maybe I'm wrong.
Well, the fact of that, she does like some romance. Also, she has feelings for a guy, Michael. She has feelings for him, who won't commit to her.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
compounded with her weight struggles and all that. There's probably a lot of things that make her go, even though she doesn't intellectually, but on a deep level, she's like, wait, am I unlovable?
Yeah, that's true. So they're at dinner and he's talking about, she's like, a lot of people told me about that you only wanted a green card and money, and hearing all this debt stuff, it's not good. And he's like, well, you think I'm going to marry you for money? And he's like, no, that's not who I am.
No.
If I was that kind of person, I wouldn't have told you about the debt and just lied to you.
I would have just lied.
It's a weird thing to say. I would have just lied.
It is weird.
But he says, honestly, I would come back and say, one of the ways to get people to trust you is to reveal something.
No, that's how you do. You reveal a little bit to make it make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you rope them in.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know.
And he's like, look, money is just money. It's easy to get money.
It's not.
I just got to hustle. And 30 minutes later, the producers, and they're back in their Airbnb. And so she says, I'm frustrated because this debt is a big deal. He's been all about honesty and integrity. And I thought he was going to be able to honor the provide and protect that he sold me on in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Her language is interesting because I think she is now really struggling with the fantasy she built up in her head and with who he really is now. Mm-hmm. And we're watching her head spin in real time. I think she's a fascinating person on this show because she seems to have it together.
Yeah.
More than almost any. She's not cuckoo like Lisa. And she doesn't also have, there's not this, to an extent, I do feel like it's there, but there's not this desperate need.
I was about to say, she doesn't feel like Laura has a fully fleshed out life.
Yes.
And she wants Birkan to fit into that life. She's not looking for that person to be, as we see on Love After Lockup, when someone calls and it says my everything with the heart emoji. So it's not that.
Yeah, it's not that.
It's not that at all. And
I don't think it's going to last long. I think this story is going to be the one that flames out.
I think it will quickly too, actually.
I think this is the one they're going to replace Elise and that other guy with, because y'all, it has been.
Oh, we haven't seen him.
We have not seen them. I think they were last minute additions. I think they called up Elise. I think something ended quick. It's either this or the Emma and Ziad storyline. But I think they're going to be able to. I think they're going to get a couple more episodes out of that. I wouldn't be surprised.
I think Emma. I think she's gonna. Yeah.
I think Laura is going to see through this bullshit, though, and go home to Michael, and I want to see them together.
But Michael doesn't want to do it because he's a fucking man who won't commit.
Though? She went away, and I think this is all. You know what? Hopefully he'll pull a Tommy, like Tommy and Angela.
This is you reading romance novel shit too.
Maybe. It's the heated rivalry of it all.
Oh, boy.
Need to watch it again. Anyway, so she's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just washing dishes. He's like, why are you so mad? And she's like, don't be cute. Oh, you think I'm cute? Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Pushes her against the wall. I felt a twinge.
Oh, God.
You know what the thing is? He's not even that suave. But boy, this guy's a risk taker. There's something dangerous about him.
You know, he actually behaves like an addict to me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But what a fucking snow job. And she just
takes her to the bed.
She says it. She says, this is all my fantasies rolled into one. I can't resist him because he is that fantasy she reads about and writes about. Mm-hmm. But I do agree with you. I think she has the wherewithal that eventually she'll go, this is when the money hits the road, the fantasy is dead.
I'm going to give it 2 more episodes. I just don't think he can sustain it.
Also,
she's too much of a good BS meter.
I don't know. And maybe sissies are going to come for me for this. I understand if like you have trauma about it or PTSD, whatever, and you're scared of them. But someone who just says, I don't like dogs. Nope.
That's it for you?
Nope.
I think
There's a
there are some
difference if
people
someone
who are
who
bit
says-
by a dog, and there's some.
That's totally different. But he didn't say that.
He said either they bite me or they bark me.
I don't like it.
I don't know.
This guy is.
It is suspect
me-
when people really
he
don't like
gives
dogs.
me fucking sociopath next door vibes.
Yeah.
And because look at the signs, he's in debt. He also, because I talk about later, he's completely ostracized from his family,
Especially in Turkey.
He blames and says it's because he's with her. I don't believe that for one single second.
I didn't either. I thought that was.
He
I thought
totally put that on
was-
her.
Yep.
There's another reason. So these people that are loners that never seem to take responsibility for anything. Ooh.
We're going to a place that makes these evil eye beads, and he's like,
Do you
I don't
have an
believe any
evil
of
eye?
it. Do I have any
Do you
evil
have
eye
one?
beads? I think someone gave me one.
I wear one. I wear one every time when I'm with you.
Does it absorb my
It does.
intention?
It does. I've heard that evil eye. My friend bought one in Greece and got it for me. But I've heard you're supposed to get them. I don't know if it's true. I think you get them as gifts. You don't buy your own.
I don't know. I don't know. About it.
Come at us,
So-
evil-eyed sissies.
Not if they're not if they're actually evil-eyed. People who know about the evil eye.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't believe in any of it. I'm into reality. He's like, but
Okay.
Laura loves crafting, so she'll love it.
But did you hear I said, but people do need to believe in something. And he said it so patronizing. And when he said, I'm into reality, I said, you're not into reality when it comes to your fucking finances.
True. Good point.
So shut up.
We still don't know, as he said, what he does to make money when he's between jobs.
We do not know.
I think it's something illegal.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe it's
Look,
like selling.
You clocked this guy at Nietzsche.
Yeah, exactly.
You did.
It's a really red flag. I think it's okay when you're young and you're just starting out in your philosophy journey. If you're reading Nietzsche later, that's a transitional thing. You go through a Nietzsche phase.
Yeah.
It's like those sissies said, and then they move on to Thomas Pynchon, and they move on to David Foster Wallace. It's all the toxic male stuff to read. I went through my Thomas Pynchon phase. Anyway, I'll move on.
We couldn't talk about that at the schoolhouse. Oinky didn't like it.
Didn't like Thomas Pynchon.
No, we didn't really talk about.
Everyone had to talk about fucking Gravity's Rainbow. She says, so they bring up his parents, and he's like, well, we don't really talk, and we never had a good relationship. And he's like, I don't see him often, and my parents it's really because I'm with you. So that's to bond them further in his estimation.
Yep. That's what a sociopath does, is they make you feel like they are committed to you and they need you and you need them.
And nobody else matters.
And nobody,
And
us against the world.
She even says, do you think I could meet your parents? He's like, I don't know. My family is my friends. And she's like, that's how I feel about my friend Michael. And he just goes, fuck him.
So she just said something really, and he's like, he immediately turns on a dime.
I don't want you to be close to him. I don't trust him. I want him to cut. I want you to cut him out of your life.
And she said, that sounds like an ultimatum. He's like, no, it's not an ultimatum. You are going to choose me.
Because when we're married, he will not be part of our lives. And she said, you heard me right.
And Laura's like, he's not forcing me into this decision. And he said, he does this thing where, and I wrote, this guy's nuts, where he doesn't let himself get angry because he knows if he gets angry, he loses control and he loses power and he loses cool. So he gets up
scary.
He's scary. He got up and very calmly said, it was just like, I'm going to go get some peace.
And he said, why don't you think about it a little? In other words, think about what you did.
Again.
Yikes.
Yike.
The men on this season, this may be one of the worst seasons for men
You got to stop saying that
had.
because you keep saying that every season.
And it makes it
it's
worse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this season, man, especially with who we talk about next.
Let's talk about Trish and Rick. Rick. They are going to the beach. She's like, "You're not going to give me a kiss this morning?" He's like, "Oh, okay." So he gives her a kiss.
They had makeup sex, which she loves after an argument.
Which that shows a little bit of like Trish has a little bit of toxic traits.
She does.
I think
She does.
Especially with this ex-boyfriend, because we find out in this later episode, this ex-boyfriend had money. He bought her a lot of things. I bet he tried to control her.
No, totally. It's because Rick has this that all pieces of shit have this instinct and this special second sight for people who are vulnerable to them.
Yeah.
Who they can already, it's a gross thing. It's a shame that people like that have it.
Yeah.
And he knows, and he's already groomed her to figure out if she's going to fit in his plan.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said, you could stop with that attitude because I can get a woman in the States like that. Exactly.
Oh, that was gross when he said that.
You can't find anyone who you can use your meager finances with in America because they will see through you so fast.
Yeah.
You need someone who is dependent on you, especially who is from a lower socioeconomic class.
And we found out that's what he did before. That's his first wife.
Totally. When he said, "Oh, well, my friend was Nigerian," I went, "Knew it." People who do K1s, y'all, you do it again and again and again.
Yeah.
Because you need to somehow be better.
It's like
Quote.
Monique on Love After Lockup. She said, "I'm never dating a prisoner again," but she put her website on a prison. Shocker, she's dating another person who's incarcerated.
Oh, Mo. So they're taking this romantic trip to an island. No ZB.
It does look beautiful.
It does. And there are lemurs there. And
They're cute.
so I felt seen by Trish when she says, "Don't touch me, I'm hot." I'm the same. Don't touch me if I'm hot.
I don't want to hold your hand. If it's
If I'm
above
sweating,
if it's above 74 degrees, I don't want to
Absolutely not.
cuddle.
absolutely
Mm-mm.
not.
I
I'm
won't
not
do any of
holding
that.
someone's sweaty palm.
No.
So she kind of jokes, "The mall, maybe you should buy me some stuff." And he just, bleh. "We'll see, you have expensive taste." I doubt she does. And he's like, "This bougie chick." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm no one's sugar daddy." So, huge overreaction from him. Because it's almost like she can't say anything
That's a great
doesn't
point. I just want to say
completely affirm him at all times.
huge overreaction. That's a really great point. Like, yeah.
Such an overreaction for something that should not be, that lead to that. And he's doing to, and I'm saying using this word intentionally. He's using this to train her to never bring anything up. So she's afraid to, so he gets angry.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "I got my own money." And she says, "I got my own money. And I asked for one thing," and he assumes the worst. And he's like, "But I set all this stuff up for you." And
He's like,
about when they get to,
he pays her rent.
well, she says, "I guess you don't like all these roses because it's not made of gold." Like they're already in the oh, he's such a piece of shit. And she's like, "I was asking you for just a little thing, like a nice little thing to buy." And he's like, "No, you were acting like a sugar baby." Y'all, he wouldn't know that if he hadn't had sugar babies before.
Yes. Yeah.
And the problem is, and I said this in response to Miserable Bitch, you can't be a sugar daddy if you ain't got no sugar.
You ain't
daddy.
got no sugar, daddy.
That is I would argue the most important thing about being a sugar daddy.
That's the only
Is
reason
having
they're there.
sugar.
Yes, the sugar.
Yes. Yeah. People ain't gonna throw 10s and 20s when you tap dancing. They're gonna throw nickels and ones.
True.
So he said, he's like, I'll just make this. I've already paid your rent, and I'm going to get you what you need, but not what you want. So condescending.
Truly.
Like, in other words, I know what you need.
Mm-hmm.
If I was producing this and watching these dailies, I would have a hard time not wanting to just tell him the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
I as a person. And
That's
how
a good
someone's treating
question,
someone out that way.
Because hopefully we'll talk to him again. But then that would have been a good question to ask Carlos King. Like, has there ever been a time where you saw someone like being verbally abused, and you had to step in just to stop it?
I think they are true documentarians.
They really are trained not to do it.
And I think you don't interfere with, you document your subject and you produce your subject, but you don't interfere in that. It's hard to watch, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
This storyline is hard to watch for me.
It's not hard to watch for me, but it's.
I don't like it.
I know they're not
together. I can see her being groomed, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I think because I know they're not. Well, we don't know for certain, but I'm in my gut they're not together.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. So, and she's like, well, I'll make it easy, and you can just keep your money then.
Yeah, it's not like Bilal and Shida.
Oh, that made my stomach turn.
They have a very cute baby, though. I will say.
That's all fine then. That makes it great. So Rick's like, see the attitude you're giving
said
here?
That just like your mother.
But that makes it fine. It was such a ridiculous thing to say. Oh, they have a cute baby, so it's fine. Just because there's a baby don't mean nothing.
Don't.
Plenty of people who hate each other have babies. Trust me.
Okay. You're either hungry or horny. We got to keep going because you're on one today.
Kind of a combination of the both.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. So she says, that's when he goes, see, this type of attitude, I didn't have to come all the way here. I could have found this attitude in women in America. And
you're horngry.
Yeah, I'm horngry. Yes. And she's like, he's like, you think I'm like your ex, and always throwing that back into him. And she's like, I'm with Rick for love, and I know what he thinks. I know what I feel for him. And so, and then he goes one time, he's like,
but it sucks though because she hasn't told him everything. Well, no, I guess she told him everything.
She told him everything.
He hasn't told her everything.
He hasn't told her the most important thing.
Which, when he tells her that, hopefully, that's when she's like, bye.
That he went on Bang-a-Palooza.
In Colombia.
Colombia. And so the next day, he's like, at one point, he just goes, well, what happened to loving me for me?
Oh, God.
I really wish there was some type of, I wish it's not hygienic, but I really wish I could just throw tomatoes at my television and something
hygienic.
would clean them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you just have a windshield wiper or like a dinosaur on Flintstones that just goes,
it's a living. That was a rotten tomato.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. I felt bad though because those animals were slaves.
Well, I don't
know.
think
they were paid.
You don't know this. You don't know.
It was never addressed. Also,
they weren't real. But I want you to write a script about dinosaur labor rights for the Flintstones.
Well, there were some dinosaurs that just were free. Like Dino was a pet. Why did Dino get to be their dog and the other bird had to be their dishwasher? I ask you. Justice. Sorry, these are the things I think about.
This is what happens when he's hungry.
I'm hungry.
Keep going.
So the next day, it's fine because they're kind of smiling. And of course, they probably had more makeup sex. Because you're right. It's the toxicity that she needs in a relationship.
It's what she needs. Yeah.
And she's like, he says, I'm still concerned whether I can fulfill her needs. And so they're going to go to an island, which is gorgeous. And he's
Putting
like,
fruit on her head and just walking like it's
I love
nothing.
this. She's like, I'm here to find my future wife. And I think Trish is the one. It's this idea. I have to keep vetting her. I have to keep going until I find something that I find objectionable, and then I can throw her away.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, we've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a great guy. I'm such a catch. And so he says, he does apologize. And she's like, I know you're not rich, but I only ask for things that I need. He's like, I'm sorry, what you asked for triggered me because in past relationships, I just wasn't giving enough and they didn't want to be with me. No, you're cheap. That's it.
You're cheap and
you're cheap.
And probably you're cheap and you don't have like a sustainable career, y'all, because I know people that it's very hard to make a living teaching tap dancing.
Yeah. He does like a wig company as well.
Oh,
but
he has that.
I guarantee you he has other jobs than that. I guarantee you. There's like 3 others. And he's like, money has been an issue in previous relationships, because Samson and Frederick's mother, Chinny, was from Nigeria, and I brought her over on a K1. We were married for like 7 years, and she had a higher expectation than I could provide, and it led to issues. So I'm sure it was all her fault because you were great.
Well, and then so they're on the. And she says, "I just want to make sure you will be able to take care of me when I'm there." And he says, "I wasn't happy with my ex. This is different."
He never gives her a straight answer. Do you notice?
That doesn't make sense. Whether or not you're happy with your ex, you brought someone on a K1 visa. She's the mother of your 2 children. You do have a duty, I feel, but he turns out and he said, "But I love this." And he says, "You think that I'm enough for you?"
Oh,
that means a lot to me.
Constant validation, constant. And he says, she says, "I love you and I want a relationship to work." And he's like, "Okay." And I wrote down, God, this fucking guy is so much work.
He is.
So much work.
That's the show. It's hot in my apartment. We're done.
And he does say at the end, and I still haven't told her about my ex in Colombia.
About me, Bangapalooza in Colombia.
Oh, I can't wait till she tells you, and I scream at my television.
She's going to tell him to fuck all the way fucking off. It's going to be great. That's the show, everybody. Thank y'all so much for listening. Great episode of B90. I'm still liking this season. We're only on episode 7.
But just one last thing. I'm so sorry. To the sissy who made the design, the AI design about Poodle's Piddle blanket. It's on our, I think we put it on our Insta story.
Or I forget
I cannot remember the name. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
But AI slop that's the first thing I've ever seen where the AI slop delighted me and horrified me. Y'all, this sissy asked AI to design this, and maybe she helped, but it was this, we're just sitting on this Piddles blanket. It looks like a Lisa Frank kind of design.
It does look like Lisa Frank.
And there's fluid on it, and the best is call 1-800-NO-NAPKINs.
No napkins. That's great. It was fantastic.
I laughed, and I'm not an easy laugh for things like that.
Oh no, you're not. You're easy, but you're not an easy laugh.
I'm not really an easy laugh.
I don't know if I can. Well, I'll have to look later. But boy, it was great.
Spectacular.
Sissies are the best.
They're so talented. They're just so talented and creative.
They really are.
Everybody's so creative.
It was Sissy. I'm not going to say her whole name.
Just say her first name.
Say her.
Just say her first name.
Siobhan. Sissy
there
Siobhan.
You go. Sissy Siobhan.
Sissy Siobhan. Thank you for that.
Do people call you Shiv like on Succession?
Okay. That's the show, everybody. You can leave a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Join RG Plus if you want more content of the gays, especially if you want to listen to this without commercials. But if you are listening, please support our sponsors because we are very grateful for them. They enable us to do what we love to do. So supporting our sponsors also supports the show. So thank you for that if you do. All right, everyone. We call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places?
Yes. And if you're like me, and if you're like Laura, you're planning on watching Heedle Rivalry again tonight.
Yeah, you are. You're gonna
And your fingers hurt from all the gooshin' you've been doing.
Yeah, pretty much. You can, don't call us, call Poodle.
You call us. I still can't stop thinking about it.